Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Max and welcome to today's airsofting video. So what I'd like to share with you guys today is how to change a fuse on your AEG airsoft gun. So sometimes you may come across an issue where your AEG rifle is not firing properly. You pull the trigger, it makes kind of a little tick noise, but it doesn't fully cycle and engage and fire the BB. And 9 times out of 10, this is just caused by a blown fuse, and all you need to do is change it in order for things to be back to normal. So I'll go ahead and show it you guys really quick because I actually have an airsoft gun here, one of mine that has this issue, and I didn't really know how to do it. I kind of just figured it out myself with how to change all this stuff. I didn't even think that was an issue. I never really paid attention to some of these things having fuses, but I mean it makes sense. So I got to kind of learn something. So I'm just going to share with you guys on how to do it. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so my test subject for today is going to be the SEMA CM048 electric blowback AK-47. So this is one that is currently dealing with that fuse issue, and it's causing it not to fire. Again, this is the first time that this has been changed. I've had this for a little bit over 4 years now, so it seems about time to be to get that changed. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the back here to get into the battery compartment. So for this particular AK, it's going to be two Phillips screws on the back that you have to unscrew in order to get in there. So I'm going to do that for you really quick. And the screws are pretty small, so it comes out pretty quickly. So we'll put that to the side, and then let me go ahead and pull this out. I'm going to zoom in really quick so you guys kind of have a better idea of what I'm really doing over here, because it is kind of small components. So I'm gonna just kind of fish this thing out here. Alright, so I still have my battery in there, so let me go ahead and unhook the battery really quick. You want to make sure that nothing's connected while you're doing the fuse change. So here's a little capsule. You can see that there's a fuse sitting in there. So again, this is just kind of like a power converter from what I understand. It just keeps things from burning out. The fuse kind of takes most of the impact. Again, with these fuses, they're pretty easy to find, which is good. You just have to make sure you pay attention to what size fuse you use, how many amps you use. That definitely plays a role when it comes to getting the proper size. So for these, usually there's like there's two little areas where you can kind of fit a flathead screwdriver just to kind of pry the thing open a little bit. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then it should just open up like so. So there's the fuse right in there sitting pretty. So we'll go ahead and just get this bad boy taken out. Again, make sure you don't have any batteries plugged in while you do this. Again, it's just a safety precaution. So I'm going to just slowly pick this out. Okay. And you guys can see these little clamps in here. This little cage kind of just helps protect and shield the fuse from breaking if it does come down to you dropping the gun or something like that. This is always going to be protected. So here's what I have for the fuse here. Usually you can see it like burnt out in the metal, like on the inside, but for this one, looks decent, but it just does not work. So I will go ahead and get this changed out. You want to definitely be mindful of the numbers on the fuse, because that's going to tell you what kind of fuse size you need. Again, it definitely plays a role, and you want to make sure you have the proper fuse when you are doing this repair. So we're going to go ahead and get a new fuse, and I literally just bought like a pack of 5 of these, and you can actually find these at Home Depot. Literally, for the pack of 5, it cost me maybe a couple dollars. If you go with the method of purchasing it from an airsoft website, you'd be quite foolish, because they pretty much sell them by ones, and just for one of them can cost like $3 when you can buy the whole thing for like $2 and some change plus tax. So just kind of an FYI. Again, at the Home Depot. Just make sure that you look at the sizing that's on the original fuse and try to match it up to get the gun to work properly. So let me go ahead and get a fuse going here. All right, I dropped one. Alrighty, so new fuse. So pretty straightforward. We're just gonna go ahead and put it back into these metal arms here that the old one was in, and we'll connect them up. Sometimes you may want to kind of crimp those arms a little bit more so then they can kind of clasp onto the fuse a little better. So once you have that going, I have to actually flip this little plastic thing. Okay, that did not work out in my favor, so hold on. Alright, so we got that lined up, and now it's going to sit snug into these plastic little arms. So now we got it changed. We can go ahead and close this bad boy up. So it should just click close, no problem. So now you should be pretty much good to go. So I will just do a quick dry fire test just to ensure that this does now fully cycle. So I'm just gonna kind of pull the trigger really quick here. All right, I have it on semi. Alrighty, so as you guys can hear it, it works like a dream. Again, this is kind of a quick DIY with how to get a fuse changed out. And again, this is best to change out if you are kind of in that clicking sound type of situation where you press the trigger on either semi or full auto and it almost sounds like the battery's out of juice. But in reality, it's probably the fuse, but the battery does play a pretty good role in this as well. So you always want to make sure that you fully charge your battery as well, just to ensure that it isn't the battery, just to kind of help you, prevent going the extra mile if it's not needed. Alrighty guys, so we got the AK good to go. The fuse has been changed. Again, everything works fine as we tested there for a few of the dry fire shots. So again, that's just a quick go-to with how to change a fuse. It's definitely beneficial because sometimes you don't know what it could be, and when you hear that just ticking noise, it kind of almost makes your heart sink a little bit because either the gun's broken or it's a fuse. It could be either or. I unfortunately came across a much worse issue on my MP5 because that one had the clicking sound, but it didn't have anything with fuses, and it was actually the gearbox just basically imploded inside. So rest in peace MP5. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you do have any other questions regarding how to take out fuses or fuse sizes, you guys can definitely let me know in the comments, or anything else really relating to this video. If you're not sure, let me know. Definitely check out my channel. I have tons of airsoft content. I post on probably a weekly basis, a few videos at least a week. So definitely subscribe if you like this content. But again guys, thanks for watching. You have an awesome day.